Hello everyone. Welcome to today's stream. First actual live stream here, planned out live stream anyway. I've done a test stream or two before, but first actual planned live stream and first one for Madden 20 here with our franchise with the Dallas Cowboys. I thank you all so much for tuning in today, whether you're a live viewer or if you're watching this after the fact and the playback. But hope you're all having an outstanding day, staying safe out there. And we're jumping in here today for the Cowboys season 5 finale for our off season and draft, and then season 6 preseason will also take place today in our live stream. But I thank you again. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Lots of content here on the channel. Feel free to hit that notification bell so you never miss a stream, video, whatever. Feel free to subscribe as we're reaching closer, y'all, to our a community goal of 5,000 subscribers. I think we're like 20 or 30 away now. It's remarkable. I thank you all so much. But if you enjoyed today's stream, please, as always, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below. If you're here in the live chat, chat it up, talk to me. I'll be looking over there at the chat every so often. I'll be answering questions or communicating with you all as we go through this off season here with our Dallas Cowboys, the Super Bowl champion, the 3-time Madden 20 Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys, y'all. We have won 3 out of the last 5 seasons, 2 in a row in seasons 1 and 2. Season 3 got beat in the NFC Championship. Season 4 missed the postseason in a injury-riddled year. And then just now we finished season 5. We won it all. How about that, y'all? So I want to say, hey, everybody. Christopher Jones. We got Pharaoh, Destiny, Edro, Snake, Aiden, Kane. All these people, hey y'all, I'm so glad y'all made today's stream a part of your day. Again, this is a 2-stream day. I've never done this before. I'm very excited. So we're gonna do our Madden 20 franchise stream, and then about 4:30 Central Time, I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna start up Road to the Show for MLB 20 stream, and we'll do that as well. So lots of content here on the channel today live. So if you want to make yourself a part of it, just keep tuning in. So let's tune in. Let's get going here today. Gonna finally have Xavier Woods back, which is fantastic. Then we're also gonna think about maybe getting DeMarcus Lawrence some help on the end there. So let's go ahead and look at the free agents. And here's the downside of this offseason. We re-signed basically, okay, looking at our team right now. Let's go ahead and look at that before we get into all the analytics, all the stuff happening here today. We re-signed Tyron Smith to a little bit of a deal. We re-signed basically our entire offensive line this year, mainly because they've been excellent for us. They've done an excellent job for us. So I just signed them for a couple more years each. The ones we did lock in for longer term were Leclerc and Henry, as you can look here at their contracts. Spencer Leclerc, we have him for 4 years, and I think we gave Henry the same exact deal, 4 years. So we locked those dudes in. Our offense is basically stacked. It's set. The area where we will need some help, which we'll get from the draft, is going to be our secondary. We need to get some help for free safety and strong safety, possibly, if we can. And then Nick Reese did an okay job out there at the right end position after we switched to the 3-4. But realistically, we would like to see if we can get another edge rusher in the draft to help out over here with DeMarcus Lawrence. So that's kind of where our team's at right now. But let's go ahead and get into the free agency. We don't have enough money to make anything happen at all in the free agency because we're over cap. So that just kind of sucks. But I can go ahead and show you all right here, right now. Here are the top free agents this year. We have Shaq Mason, who right now looks like he may end up going to the Kansas City Chiefs. Malik Orr, he's a stud right tackle. He looks like he may go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Isaac Valentine, no bids on him yet, so I'm interested to see where that running back goes. 85 overall, 25-year-old elusive back. Very interesting. Let's see, Tyler Eifert, 81 overall tight end. No bids on him yet. So here's some of I'm just going to scroll through them a little bit. Vita Vea, Raymond Deacon, Mitchell Schwartz, Leonard Fournette, maybe with Kansas City, which they needed that. Last year they didn't have a good back, so that kind of hurt them in the Super Bowl. Cam Newton, we'll see where he ends up going. So lots of faces, maybe changing places here in this offseason. And again, we're not going to have any plays. We're not going to make any deals because we don't have the money to, and I'm not willing to go trade people. But hey, I'm doing well. Hope you all are doing well as well. So y'all know, my stream is like 30 seconds behind live. So what you're seeing and hearing from me is like 30 seconds ahead of time. So things may be delayed. Just makes it better overall for quality content, I guess. But let me make sure something's good. Okay, we're good. So yeah, that's the class we have here for free agency. So let's go ahead and let's advance through week 1. We're not going to advance all the way to the draft just yet because I want to go week by week and see who are going to be the guys that are signing. So let's see if anybody got signed here. League signings. Here we go. Shaq Mason went to the Arizona Cardinals. So he got a 2-year deal for about $22 million total. Malik Orr to the Dolphins. Delvin Tomlinson goes to the Saints, which he would have been a good guy to get on the left end, but I mean, realistically, he's 1 overall better than Nick Reese, so we're okay there. Austin Jenkins here, he went to the Bengals. Vita Vea to the Cardinals. Raymond Deacon to the Patriots. Let's see. Leonard Fournette to the Eagles. Okay, Eagles got a little bit of backup there. Hugh Morse to the oh, wow. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Cam Newton going down in his career here. He's moving on from the Carolina Panthers and now going on to a 1-year deal worth $24.8 million to the Patriots. I think that's pretty big. Who's my favorite player on the Cowboys in real life? In real life, it's Dak Prescott for me. Actually, in real life, it's probably Leighton Vander Esch. In the video game, the rookie from this year, Tracy Reed, my favorite player in the game, for me. All right, so those are some of the looks there for this. Let's go ahead and scout some people so we can get ready for the upcoming draft, which is going to be huge for us. We have 179 points to spend. And as you can see here, I've been scouting a crap ton of quarterbacks. The reason being, Dak Prescott, 90 overall now, which is great. He's got 1 year left on his contract. So that means after he's done, we really need somebody to take him over. If we don't re-sign him to another deal, that is. But we need somebody to be able to take over that spot. And none of these guys, I mean, maybe Austin Painter, the scrambler out here. Maybe he could be a guy we can maybe get in the draft. I don't know necessarily. We don't need a running back. We don't need a fullback necessarily. Never hurts to look at more receivers. So we'll take a look at some of these guys. First round guys. But we need to look at, what did I say, left end, opposite of what we have with DeMarcus Lawrence. So we'll look at left end here today. Let's see. So none of these guys fit. This guy's a power. We need an agile guy. So Nick Atkinson. Oh my gosh. Okay. They say he's a first round talent, so we're going to add him to our board. Just keep that guy in mind. Nick Atkinson out of Buffalo. He's a 4th round potential guy, but they say he's a first round talent. So that could be huge here. Try to go after Myles Garrett since he's from Arlington. Well, again, we don't have money in free agency. We can't go after anybody. We could possibly try to trade down the line, but I'm not really fond of trading that often in this game. Okay. That was at right tackle. Dang it! I need left end. Okay, so left end here. We need a power rusher. Power rusher here. We have a couple different guys here. Okay, he could possibly be a guy. So we're gonna sim forward to stage 3. Sim forward to stage 3. If you hear my dog barking in the background, I apologize. There's animals and kids outside playing, and we have wonderful weather here today, but it's just. They're going nuts here. So I'm trying to get okay, so let's see here. Oliver Wilkinson. He's slated for a new contract next offseason, but he brought almost no value to the team last year. Are you thinking about keeping him around after his deal expires? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I like Oliver Wilkinson. He's done an okay job for us in the 4-3 defense, but he could be a trade bait guy. I'm gonna say yes, just to say it, but I may end up not. In that case, do you want to go ahead and pick up his 5th year option? Oh wow. What do you think, GM? It depends. If we keep focusing long term, it's probably a good idea to lock him in that 5th year. We'll keep him around an extra year without negotiating a new contract, but we'll have to pay him like a top 10 player at this position for that 1 year. Oh my God, no. Pass on the 5-year option. We're not doing that. Not doing that. So we're not going to pick up Wilkinson's 5-year option. So we need to think about trading him possibly before the week 8 deadline. So something to keep in mind. Again, Wilkinson, I'll show you guys real quick. Oh man, it's getting hot in my living room where I record right now, and I need to go turn down the heat. But Wilkinson, again, he's done a good job for us in his career for us. He's a 3-year pro, 26 overall, star potential guy, really good run stopper. But in his career for us right now, he's, last year, look at his first year, he had 58 tackles, 23 for a loss, 11 sacks, played tremendously well. Then the year before last, he, right there, 29 tackles, severely dropped down. And then last year, almost nothing, 13 total tackles. So that's kind of troublesome, in my opinion. I think that is an issue. So we certainly may look at trading away Wilkinson at some point, maybe even as a draft. So let's go ahead and look at him real quick. Let's go look at him, put him on the trade block. And if anybody wants to offer for him in the draft, they are free to do so, because I'm all about picking up extra trade leverage. So we're going to add him to the trade block here. Okay, good deal. All right, chat. What's going on down here? Anything y'all are seeing that I should do? Let's go scout some more players while we're at it. Again, we need to focus on secondary. So let's go ahead and look at our free safety and kickers, our free safety and safety, strong safety situation here. We have all these guys here. Again, not a lot of depth coming out of this year, which sucks. I mean, maybe some of these guys could be like surprises. Like this guy is 6.4 grade. Look at that. Undrafted, but a 6.4 combine grade. They're saying he's a 4th round talent. Then this guy, he's the last on the list. Okay, never mind. That's crap. It's like a strong safety now. We have marked a couple of these guys, potentially getting one of them to come in and take over this, because our safeties, again, they're 73 and 74 overall each. That's not great by any stretch of the imagination, and none of these guys are worth a crap. Okay, let's go ahead and advance through the next week, see what's going down. But again, y'all, we're going to be streaming Madden until about 4:30 maybe at the latest, and then we're going to be jumping in after this. I'm going to end this stream after this, and then start up another stream for my Road to the Show. We're going to play that for a little while as well. So we got a trade offer here for Oliver Wilkinson, who again is on his last year of his contract. We're going to review the offer. Let's see what we got here. We got multiple offers. So I'm going to roll through these guys, and I want you in the chat to help me decide. So I'll wait for you because I'm on that delay. So New Orleans is offering us for next year's, this is all next year's draft pick, 3 draft picks for next year's draft. Oakland's offering us the 3rd round pick for this year's draft, the 7th round pick for this year's draft, and a 7th round for next year. Jacksonville's offering us a 4th round for this year and a 5th and 7th for next year. Miami's offering us just a 3rd for next year's draft. Arizona offering us 2 picks from this year's draft, a 3rd and a 7th. And Denver, last but not least, are offering us a 3rd round from this year's draft and a 5th round for next year's draft. So again, who should I go with, y'all? Chat, let me know down below which deals should we take, or should we not take any of them. So Denver, Arizona, Miami, Jacksonville, Oakland, or New Orleans. Should Gizmo's trying to chime in a little bit. Which of these deals should I take, if any? And if I shouldn't take any, just reply, don't trade. No trade. But if you think I should take any of these deals, comment right now down below in the chat. Let me know. So somebody says, do the Saints. Michael, you say do the Saints. Again, those are that 2nd round. That may be the one. That may be what you're saying that about, because that 2nd round pick for next year's draft could be huge, potentially. And I'm gonna go through them again so y'all can see. I'm gonna give this a little bit of time here. Saints. Somebody else saying the Saints. Saints. Jags. Lucas says none. Christopher, you're saying you're saying the Jags. So I'm seeing a majority of you right now saying New Orleans, the Saints. Somebody's saying the Jags here because they're giving me 4th round, 5th, 7th. So interesting. Keep looking at here, see what y'all are saying. So right now I'm seeing 4 4 of you are saying to do the Saints. 5 of you saying to do the Saints. 1 saying the Jags. 1 saying none. Some of the, like this Miami deal's garbage right there. Next year, just 1 pick. Are you kidding me? Miami. Who are they kidding? The Raiders. This person's saying the Raiders. See, that Raiders pick may not be bad because you get a 3rd round and a 7th round for this year and then a 7th round next year. But it's that I can see what the people are saying the Saints for, because you're getting the 2nd round pick for next year's draft. That could be huge, potentially. And then this person right here, I mean, the Jags, 4th, 5th, and 7th, not bad. But I would say out of these two, if I'm going to do one of these two, I'm going to do probably the Oakland deal, because it's a 3rd round pick instead of a 7th round, or a 3rd round instead of the whatever the 4th. I don't know. Gonna keep letting y'all talk it out here for a second. Saints. I'm seeing most of you say Saints, so we're gonna do it, y'all. Saints making the deal. Wilkinson going to the Saints. We are gonna take that deal, get those draft picks for next year's draft. So we've accepted the Saints deal, and now we're moving on here to more scouting here with strong safety. We're gonna check out a couple more of these guys that have high combine grades, if any of them. This guy's got a 6.3. Not the greatest 5th round talent. 7th round, dang. All right, let's look at that left end again. Okay, we're looking at left ends. We need another left end potentially to help out here with DeMarcus Lawrence. So this guy's got a 6.5 combine grade. 1st round talent, 3rd round dude. Mark him on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Remember Arthur Smith from Kansas, the speed rusher. Not fitting our scheme necessarily, but that doesn't matter right now. He could be a potential huge guy for us. JoJo Trainer, garbage. Sylvester Landry, garbage. And Mark Spitzer, nothing going on for there. The reason you say the Saints is because you could possibly use the 2nd round pick as trade bait in the right trade. Absolutely, I agree with that. Absolutely. So there's that right there. We accepted that trade. Acknowledge. All right, so coming right up, we have our draft. So, ladies and gentlemen, so you know, I'll go ahead and go to the trade center so you can see what draft selections I have personally. The Cowboys. We have the 1st round. We have all of our rounds. Fortunate for us, but we were the best team in the league, so it's the last pick of the round. So we have 1st round, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Just 2 7th round picks this year, but that's it. Okay, and then next year's draft we have 1st, 2nd. We have 2 2nd round, 3 2nd rounds next year's draft. Holy crap! We may look to move one of those right now in this year's thing. Then a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 7th. So we are stacked with draft picks for next year's draft. This year's draft not as much. It's just kind of basic. But next year's draft we have some pieces we could possibly move. So let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the draft. And I'm going to turn off the timer so we can kind of discuss things as a chat, as a video here. Let's go recap the free agency before we get into things. And the top picks here, you see, again, these are guys that didn't go anywhere. They're just out and about. So we got kickers if we need any of them. But league signings, Shaka Mason was the best guy. Malik Orr, Isaac Valentine went on to the Texans. Good for them. Rolling through a couple of these. I'm kind of impressed with what the Patriots were able to do. They got a couple good pieces there. Ooh. Eagles made a couple good moves as well. They're going to need to if they want to be able to actually contribute in this division, because they've been getting throttled lately. All right, Alex Collins, hey, former Razorback right there. Went to Pittsburgh. Okay, so there's that. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the stream if you're just tuning in. We're going through our off-season. We're about to start the draft. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. This is the most exciting time of the football year outside of like postseason time and start of a brand new season. It's the draft. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, pause draft. We're going to skip ahead. So number 1 pick in the year's draft will go to San Francisco, then Dolphins, then our division rival Redskins. The Eagles are even in the top 10 right now. So let's go ahead and skip around to next user pick. Okay, go through the 1st round. All right. So we're on the clock here. Again, I paused the timer because I don't want to feel rushed. Trade. This person says trade a second and third round picks. You should be able to get a first round pick. Well, I already went past that. So, what I may end up doing is I want to go ahead and look at trade away a pick. You know, I don't want that. I want to look at trading another pick. So let's see what's available real quick. Let's see what's available really quick. The number one top guy we got out there is a running back. We have a left outside backer, a halfback, left tackle, quarterback, Nash Kincaid. So these are the top dudes all available right now. Interesting. He's a field general. Let me look at my board, draft board. We only tagged a few people. We tagged that safety. And then we tagged the left end. Okay, so we didn't tag a lot of guys. Let's look at the guys that have been drafted already. Not from me. I want to see who just got drafted. Dang it. Whatever. Let's see. I don't know if I want to trade away this pick or go after one of these guys, because realistically, we don't need another left outside backer. Even though they say we need everything out there. We have Leighton Vander Esch. We have Jalen Smith. We had Floyd doing his thing out there for us this year. We already have good running backs, so we don't need another running back because we have Zeke. We have Tracy Reed. Left tackle, we're good on right now. Quarterback is, again, the position where we do need depth. So do we go ahead and try to take this guy? But look, he's a fourth round talent, so that just sounds stupid. If we're going to do anything, we wait until the fourth round to go after Kiefer Davidson and see if he could be worth a crap. So I'm thinking maybe we trade away this pick and try to get a pick in the second round that's a little bit closer. What do y'all think? I'm kind of thinking we do that. Let's go ahead and review the offer. So for our first round pick, they're offering us a third round for this year. This person's offering us a Denver. They're giving us a good deal right here, actually. They're giving us a second and fourth round of this year's draft. Those are all next year's draft. They're giving us a third for this year's draft. Why is that timers on there? It's driving me crazy. I'm thinking maybe Tampa or Denver trading this year's draft. Draft and just use that player for trade bait when the second round picks come from the Saints. Could. I'm thinking either Denver, because Denver's one pick before them. Denver's a better pick. I'm going to trade this and get this pick right here. Okay, y'all? Because I'm gaining 2 for 1 here. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do this. So we trading away that, and they're going to go after whoever. Let's go and see. So we're skipping a little bit in this year's draft. That's okay, though. All right, so now we're going to make our selection. We didn't need to go after any stud dudes there. This guy's still sitting there, so that's fantastic. So, is our left end still available that we're wanting? Holy crap, they went. We have the right tackle. He's gone. Man, those guys went early. So we have the strong safety we can go after here. Oh, that kind of sucks. Let's see if there's any good left end still available. Still have this guy. Jamison Parks. He's a second round talent. He's available. Should we go after him? Chat, let me know. Jamison Parks, is he the play? Let me know. Or we can look at safety here. Safety. We could go after Evan McGutcheon. Or strong safety, we can go after Mac Horton. So who's it going to be, y'all? Should we go for Mac Horton at strong safety? Should we go for Evan McGutcheon at free safety? Or should we go to the left end down here, and should we get Jamison Parks at left end? Let me know, chat. I'm trying to be as interactive as possible. Let y'all have a lot of choice in what we do. So Jamison Parks at left end. McCutcheon at free safety, or Mac Horton at strong safety. Some of you are saying, yeah. I don't know who to, though. Safety? Some of you are saying the safety. Which one? Parks is the better grade. Parks is the better grade. You're absolutely right, he is. Some of you are saying safety. Some of you are saying left end, get Parks or McCutcheon. Matt Horton. Interesting. So Horton is a second. We may be able to get him in the second pick, because here's the deal: we have 2 picks in this round. We may be able to get a 2-for-1 in one of these deals, and we may be able to get him even next round. So I'm going to go ahead. Looking at y'all, what y'all are saying. A lot of you are saying Parks. I'm going to get Jamison Parks, and we're going to hope to God this guy isn't a total bust, like a 50 overall. We hope that he's a high 60, low 70. That's what we're hoping for. Let's see. He's a high 60. That's not bad. That's a good pick. And again, I know it looks like crap. So we're gonna go after him. We got that. That's good for us. Let's go ahead and sim forward to our next pick, and we'll look at one of those safeties now. It's about 10 picks later. Okay, 10 picks later now. Looking at, is that safety still around? He is. So Mac Horton is still around, as is McCutcheon. So I think now the best thing to do here is to get that safety. Okay, because realistically, I know this guy's a run stopping guy. We need a zone defender for our type of team we're running here. So we're gonna go after Mac Horton here, who's not the best. I'm just gonna tell you here, Mac Horton's probably gonna be like a 64, 62 maybe pick here. But he's a 4th round. They said he's a late 4th round guy, but they say he's a mid 2nd round talent. Okay, so I'm thinking right now, Mac Horton is probably the better play. Some of you are saying Keenan Porter's the better play. I don't see that. They're saying talent wise, I know his combine grade was better because he had better stats, but I think Mac's the better. Okay, so I'm going with Mac Horton here, and he's 67 overall. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. With some work on him, he can end up developing into something pretty good for us. So now we're just going to play out the rest of the draft. We're not going to be trading anymore in this draft. We're just going to take our pick we get and try to make the most of it. So let's see here. Review offer. What, we got a trade pick here? No, I don't want to trade. I want to make a selection. All right. So we got what we needed on defense for the most part. We still do need a free safety down the line here. Oh man. But offensively, let's see. Offensively, we need a backup quarterback. We need another right tackle backup just to have there. So let's go look at what we have at QB available. And there's nobody worth a freaking crap available. That just sucks. All these dudes are garbage. So QB is a bust. Right tackle. Right tackle, this guy's available. Look at that. They say he's a 4th round talent. He's available. They say, okay, look at this guy, y'all. Nick Atkinson here. 4th round projected. 1st round talent is what they're saying on him right there. So he is pretty dang good. 22 years old, agile archetype. I'm thinking I'm rolling with Atkinson because he may be an actually decent player here. So I'm going with Atkinson here because we need a depth at that position. 70 overall. That's a good pick, y'all. That's a really good pick for us. So Atkinson's the pick there for us. Let's go ahead and sim forward to our next user choice.
The Cowboys.
All right. So we're here for 4th round pick. We get 2 picks in the 4th round here. We got that right tackle now. So best available. We have a lot of offensive talents available still. But offensively, we're in good shape as a team. So I'm thinking we need to go look to more of our defensive side there. That looks really thin. We're really thin at the left end, right ends position. So we may need to look at another end. We have depth at linebacker. It's just not the best. Corners and safeties we're just not very deep there. So should I go with look for a right end or a linebacker here? Because there is a linebacker right here. We didn't scout him at all, so we don't freaking know. Let's go. Let's look at this free safeties. Any of these good guys available? No, none of these guys are good. We'll look at Bradshaw later, not this round, but maybe later. Left outside backer, we didn't scout any of you. Middle linebacker, didn't scout any of those guys. Edward Saffold. He's a speed rusher. Potentially, maybe, I don't know. That 6.1 combine grade's kind of, it looks good. So Safford may be a good pick. Saffold, excuse me, maybe a decent pick. Right end, 5.5 combine grade, 5th round. So we can wait on these guys. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? Linebacker that probably can set off the edge. So the speed rusher, like this guy, a speed rusher. So maybe Edward Saffold may be the right pick here, y'all, because that combine grade's the best available in his position. He's 6'1", 240. And he had a really good overall broad jump and 20-yard shuttle. So still looking at him. I'm looking at best available here. Keon Weathers didn't impress at the combine at all. I'm looking at these combine scores. Of course, this receiver here, 3rd round talent guy. Good God. This dude, 3rd best broad jump in the thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with that linebacker, though, y'all. Just because we need depth. More than anything, we need depth. So I'm going to go after this guy and just hope he's not a 50 overall talent. We'll see. Oh, we reached on him. Dang. That's what happens when we don't get to scout everybody. That sucks. Well,
The Cowboys are now
we learned from that one right there. Okay. So we got a little bit of depth there at linebacker. We're still looking for a right end, potentially. Well, now I'm thinking about going after this receiver here. It never hurts to have more receivers. Never. Because he got a 6.7 combine grade, and he's a deep threat. He's 5'11", 196, which isn't the best height for us. So I'm thinking Clayton Newsome is where we're going to go right here with this pick. We're just going to hope that he's not crap. 59, whatever. He'll probably get cut.
Niners are now on
He'll probably get cut from us. Whatever. You live and learn. I'm okay with our first 3 picks that we got, though. I think our first 3 picks were solid. Solid picks. Okay, is there any QBs? All these dudes are garbage. I mean, we may burn a 7th round pick on we may Gizmo. I don't need your help with this draft, bud. Let's see. Right end. God bless it. None of these dudes are any good. Well, let's look at best available. We also need a kicker and a punter. We don't have a kicker or a punter. So, heck, we may just draft one of those guys to have one. What round are we in? The 5th. So we have 3 picks left. We need a quarterback and we need a kicker and a punter. So I guess that's our last 3 picks, right? We have 4 picks remaining. So we're gonna burn those last 3 picks on a quarterback, a kicker, and a punter. So let's just get the best thing we can available right here, right now. Okay. Let's go after. Again, we need a right end. Just for depth purposes. God, they're terrible. These guys are so bad. A 5.6 combine grade's kind of looking good to me over here. 5.8, 6.1. Should we go after Levon Stallworth? He's got the best combine grade available. What do y'all think, y'all? Levon Stallworth, do we go with him or no? I'll wait. Or do we go with one of these guys up top here? And we're getting a right end regardless. I need somebody just for depth. So should we go with the next to last projected right end here, Levon Stallworth from UCF? He's a 6.1 combine grade, y'all. That's not bad. He's got the 3rd best cone, 3 cone with a 7.31 speed. 4th best in the shuttle, so he's quick. He's really good, agile dude out there. Or should we move up here and go with Jay Cecil, Harvey Pope? I don't know. We're getting one of these guys though. Let's see what he's got. He was really good with the broad jump. He's more of a power rusher. He was good. Wow, 1st with the vertical and 40-yard dash. 3rd. Dude. Pope. Maybe a good guy too. What about you, Carl Hardy? Nothing. You're just kind of a mixture of crap there. I'm thinking right now it's either going to be Pope for this round, just because of those top 2 grades, or we're gonna take a gamble. Let's look at Kamari Aiden here. It's okay. Man. Hope the speed rusher, or Stalwart the speed rusher. All right, I'm going right here. I'm just gonna do it and see how crap he is. 64. How about that, man? That's a good pick. That makes me happy. Good for you, man. Good for you. 80 speed. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for that's awesome. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead now. Again, we're getting a quarterback, a kicker, and a punter. Those are the last 3 picks we're getting here, y'all.
Cowboys are now on the clock.
Let's hope that we get somebody that can back up Dak in the case that he does get hurt, which not likely. All right, so here's all the quarterbacks remaining. Donovan Clark's a 5.4, 5.6 from Sean Price from LSU. That's the best combine grade right there, is a scrambler. And you see that he has all of the speed in the world. That may actually be fun to have that, just in case. I'm doing it. I'm just doing this. I'm just going with it. Please don't be garbage. 53. Okay. Hey, he's number 1 too. That's fun for you. Now we need to get a kicker and a punter. He probably won't see any playing time outside of
The Cowboys are now
preseason anyways, unless Dak gets down with an injury. All right, kicker punter time, boys. Here we go. We got 4 available. We need a power guy. Do any of these even matter? I'm just gonna go with the top guy, Craig. Or actually, who is the best name? Preston Lawrence, Stuart Robe, Jason Murphy, and Craig Abul. Abel? Whatever. We're going with this guy. 64 overall kicker. Fantastic. Okay.
on the clock.
Now we're going to get a punter.
The Cowboys are now on the
And this will be the last pick of our draft. The last pick of the draft. So who's going to be? We got Jeffrey Harvenstein with the dreads. We got Casey Wall. We have Nick Schilling and Logan Watson. I'm going with this dude here from Wyoming. From Wyoming, 67 overall. Hey, we'll take it. So there's the draft for the Cowboys. Draft recap here for us. Let's go ahead and look at it. Cowboys, we had I'm pretty pleased with most of these picks here. We got 68 overall, Jamison Parks, left end, a 67 overall safety, and Mac Horton, a 70 overall right tackle, and Nick Atkinson. We got a 60. So we had a outside of these 3 picks here, those last 3-4 picks. I mean, that's not a terrible draft, honestly. So I'm pretty pleased with it. There it is. All right, good deal. I wish this thing would get off my screen. It's driving me crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and advance the preseason now, y'all. We get ready to do some cuts. And we're going to do the whole preseason on here. I'm not going to play the games, but we're just going to sim through them, look at the stats, see how it all goes, and then we'll move on. So returning from injury, ladies and gentlemen, finally, Xavier Woods is back. Spent the whole year on IR with an injury last year. He is back for our free safety position. Harvin will now be able to back him up. So now that means at safety, we have Harvey Norman and Mac Horton, and then Joshua Jefferson. All young dudes overall. So that's pretty good for us there. So let's go ahead. Let's do our training here. Again, I don't play the training, so we're just going to do that. But how are we doing, chat? What do y'all think about the draft? Shout out down below. Let me know. And do y'all like the live stream format as well? I'm interested to know that. This thing right there on the screen is driving me crazy. It's glitched, but whatever. We got to deal with it. Right, we got upgrades here for Antonio Pratt and Gabe Morales. Let's just, guys, y'all are gonna probably get cut anyways, but we'll upgrade you. Good luck to you. All right, preseason time. Let's go ahead and sim through our first preseason game and pray we come out okay with injuries. Here we go. All right, we went 1-0. We won the game. We're going to go ahead and do this. We'll look at those stats in a second. Don't worry. Do not worry. Do not worry, chat. We will look at the stats. I'm all about seeing who's performing in preseason and who may be sucking it up. Atkinson, Jameson, and Harvin Weinstein. Okay, they are not Weinstein, whatever his name is. All got upgrades. Terrell Atkinson gets an upgrade. Good for you. He's got my number 14, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go ahead. Let's look at the schedule. Let's look at the team. See how we did. We won 21-14 in week 1 of preseason. 360 total yards, 178 rushing, 182 passing, 2 turnovers, which isn't great, but we won that battle there. So let's go ahead and look at our team. Brian Rich, the one-year pro out of Cincinnati, who we already had, he had 174 yards on a touchdown and a pick. Sacked twice, went 21-14. Dak only had 1 series out there, and he threw a dang pick. So not great from you, Dak, at all. Rushing wise, Zeke went 14 for 69 with a touchdown. Reed 16 of 68. Von Knight, remember him? He was a big player for us in the postseason with a big clutch 2 touchdown day. Brian Rich, look at him, going 6 for 12. And then Joey Johnson got a touchdown carry. Receiving wise, Mac Cook. Cooks, he had 5 catches, 49 yards. Tracy Reed, 2 for 48. Jarwin, 2 for 30. Henson, 2 for 30. Stevens, 2 for 15. And then Zeke and Andrews each got a catch as well. Defensively, the top tackler out there for Dallas was DeMarcus Lawrence and Mac Horton, the rookie, each with 4 tackles. 1 tackle for a loss, from Kevin Jennings. 2.5 sacks from Tank. 2 from Nick Reese, 1 from Tristan Hill, and then a couple shared ones there. And then 1 interception from the rookie Mac Horton, making a good play for the Cowboys. Also got a 1 catch allowed, no defensive touchdowns, and that was the way the Cowboys went on there. Live stream, we may be doing, I don't know. I may live stream week 1 tomorrow. I may actually try live streaming me actually playing a game tomorrow. For sure, tomorrow I have UFC 3 episode 2 is already edited and everything. I just need to get it uploaded. And Texas Rangers franchise episode 11 will also be uploaded tomorrow. But potentially, yes, maybe I'll live stream week 1 tomorrow. How would y'all like to have you live stream a whole game tomorrow? Let me know, because we could do that. It would be kind of, I think I may be nervous actually playing a game live with all of y'all in the chat. Let me know how good or bad I'm doing. But it could be good fun too. But tomorrow for sure, you're going to have UFC episode and you're going to have a Texas Rangers episode. But let me know, would y'all like to see me also live stream some Madden franchise week 1? Cowboys got the loss this week. No, we got the loss. Let's see what happened. 28-14, the Buccaneers beat us down. We had 297 all-purpose yards, 1 turnover, no takeaways again. Oh, Jameis Winston, the pick machine. He didn't throw any this game. Dak Prescott, 76 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, 9 of 9. That's good. Brian Rich went 99 yards and a pick. He also had a sack. Rushing wise, Zeke 12 for 45. Reed 10 for 42 with a touchdown. Von Knight 3 for 9, got a touchdown. Good for him. Receiving, Henson led the way, 63 yards on 5 catches. Andrews 3 for 39. Zeke got 1. Gallup got 4 for 21, and Patrick McGee 1 for 16. Cooper 1 for 4. Defensively, top tackler out there. Again, Mac Horton making his name known out there for us. Y'all 6 tackles led the Cowboys, tied with Anthony Brown. 2 tackles for a loss, tied here with Anthony Brown and Nick Reese. 1 sack from Nick Reese and no turnovers whatsoever. So the Cowboys drop a game 2 there in preseason. Getting ready for week 3 now here against the Jets. We got to get ready to cut some players now. So before we do the upgrades, let's do this. Drew Henry, Quentin Harvin, both getting an upgrade. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do our training. Go ahead and get this training in. Let's see here. Okay, that's good for them. Let's go ahead, upgrade players. Who we got? Matt Cooks. Upgrade him. Okay, y'all. Well, we won that game. Let's see how we did stat-wise. See what the score was. We won 31-7. That's a butt whipping, baby. We took them there. We also no turnovers period in the game. So Cowboys, Brian Rich, 43 yards and a touchdown on 4 completions through 6 attempts. Dak, 103 yards and a touchdown, 9 for 16 passing. Zeke, 109 yards on 22 carries. Reed, 51 for 14 carries and a touchdown. And then Joey Johnson came in there with 1 touch and got a touchdown. Receiving wise, Cooper, 43 yards, led the Cowboys, followed by Stevens, Jarwin, Reed, Henson, and Gallup. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice over here. Henson got a touchdown on one of his 2 catches. Then McGee, the fullback, got a touchdown reception as well. Defensively, top tackler, it's a tie with DeMarcus Lawrence and Awuzie. Each had 6 tackles. A bunch of tackles for loss, 2 sacks from Hill and Lawrence, and then 1 from Reese and Simpson. So good job there from the Cowboy defense doing their job. But now we have to cut some people. We have to cut 7 players total. So here we go. We're going to cut this guy because we don't need him at all. Actually, you know what? It's going to free us from cap space. Let's do it. Yeah. We'll cut this guy too. We don't need him. We'll cut Gabe here. Actually, we can move you into the practice squad because you don't benefit us either way. Brian Rich, we'll move him to the practice squad as well. We got 3 players left. Gosh dang. Oh, I don't want to move any of these guys. Okay, well, here we go. Those are the recommended. So, running back wise, we have 3 backs, which is good. Fullback wise, we still have Patrick there. Now, looking at receivers here, we have a bajillion receivers, so we can move some of these pieces down here. Terrell Atkinson, 24 years old, cut him. We got to cut 2 more players. We got James Larson, okay, cut him. Not going to help me out. And then last but not least, one of these 2 gentlemen will be done for the Dallas Cowboys, and we will cut. We're going to cut this guy. The other guy had better speed, and speed speaks to me in this game. So there's that. Let's go ahead and sim past our final preseason game to get ready for week 1 in season 6, which will potentially start live tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So we pray that we come out healthy. No! Nick Reese dislocated his ankle, is out for 7 weeks. Well, at least it's not a season-ending injury, but that will hurt us in the left end. We're going to have to see how that's going to affect us. Dadgummit. Y'all, we were trying to be healthy through all preseason, and we went down with 1 injury and 1 injury only. So let's go ahead and do the training, get ready for week 1 here against the Washington Redskins. Season 6, y'all, coming up soon. Cannot wait. Okay, there's that. Let's go ahead and set our goal. Now, for me, I mean, honestly, I want to make the playoffs. That's my goal. I do it every single year. I want to make the playoffs. Okay. So for these Dallas Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen, here is our team. We are a 87 overall team, 91 overall on offense, 85 overall on defense. Pretty dang good, if you ask me. Looking at the offensive pieces we have here, Dak Prescott, I guess the morale boost is gone, so now he's only 88 overall. Cooper, Zeke, Tracy Reed still. We have Henson still doing his thing. I mean, we got some pieces here, baby. We're going to keep Jarwin up as the top fullback for us just because he can go out as a receiver. Offensive line, fantastic. And we have Atkinson there as the backup just in case. So offense is looking pretty dang good. Right now would be a good time to use that 2nd round pick to get a serviceable left end. Actually, it may be. You maybe actually are right end, I suppose. Because right now, look, we have these 2 guys. We have Collins and Stallsworth. I'm going to go ahead and look at him. I'm going to actually edit you to be a right end. Okay. Make him a right end. So he'll be the number 1 starter automatically for us. Now it should be. Parks. What the? No. That's not how this works. You're a left end. And why are you over here? That's Driving me crazy. That's driving me freaking crazy. Okay, if I adjust it, will it switch it? Why did that switch? Okay, we're gonna see if that fixes it. Did I fix it? Yes, it did. Okay, so Parks is now starting there. Again, at strong safety, we got Harvey Norman, who will be the starter there. He started for us last year. He did a pretty good job overall. Xavier Woods is back as our everyday free safety, so that's going to help us tremendously. And then Floyd will be filling in there, Simpson there as well. Defensively, pretty dang good. It's just that right end, we will need some help now because we went down with that injury. That's going to hurt us. Kicker and punter, the rookies. Henson will still be our return man. Specialist wise, let's see who's our slot. It's Henson. Good. Okay, so let's look at shopping around. Before we end today's episode, let's go ahead and let's look at shopping around that a right end possibly, or what is it, the left end? Left end, French. What do we have? A right end? Sanchez. Okay, so we got a 76 overall. We got a 74 overall. What do we have in free agency that's available? I thought I'd like to do that. This guy's 22 years old. Hold on. I didn't want to do that. I want to look at his player card. Star potential? Dude, if we can get him. Okay, we're working on him. Sanchez. Draft pick. We will give you our... Man, do we have... Trade away... Look at all these second round picks we have, y'all. We're just gonna trade away the last possible one and see if they take it. 1 second round pick for Sanchez, see if they do it. Come on, baby. Your team... Oh, what? Put me over the salary cap. Are you freaking kidding me? Dadgummit. Well, we also need to move a piece, evidently. Who's costing me a crap ton of money? I know Zeke is, or Dak and Zeke are. Dadgummit. I don't want to trade anybody. That's the problem right now. I don't want to get rid of a stinking soul. Drew Henry. Well, both of them are starting anyways. Defensive end. Parks, the first, because he was one of our top picks, of course. That's why. Jennings. Well, that kind of sucks. I could trade away Floyd, and Jennings can move over to that position. I'm not a big fan of doing that. Perriman. And then, of course, our dudes down here. Dang, man, that sucks. We don't have money. Yeah, I'm trying to add a player here because we're lacking cap space. So I'm looking here. I don't know who to trade, though. We got to move off about $1 million here. I mean, realistically, we could move Jefferson. I don't know if that won't do it, though. That won't do it at all because he's not worth that much money. Free safety, we could... The only one that's going to help us at all is either moving Floyd or Jennings. Jennings, looking at his player card here, let's look at him. He's a 1-year pro. And then you have Floyd, who is a, what, 3-year pro? Trade 2 players making 700. Okay. So let's trade Parson. And do we have an extra? Yeah, one of these guys down here. So who are we trading right now? We traded Parson, 630. And Jefferson. We're going to see if they bite on that deal. See if that frees up enough room. Trade's accepted, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. There we go. We got the right end we need. And he's a star potential player. We're moving on from Jefferson and Parson. So there goes a little bit of depth in the secondary, which is fine. But now we have cap room. Okay, so looking at the cap situation for these Cowboys, here's the interesting situation. So re-signing players. We're gonna have to re-sign Zach Martin, Byron Smith, Jalen Smith, Dak Prescott, Chidobe Awuzie, Gilbert Simpson, Jake Jarwin, and then all these other guys down here. Realistically, I don't know who we're gonna want to try to keep. I'll probably wait a while to see. God bless it. It's gonna be an interesting situation because a couple of these guys are still young enough to do something for us. Jalen Smith's one of those guys I really like to keep around as a cornerstone for this team. Gilbert Simpson is a guy I think maybe could develop, be a really good guy down the road for us as well. But you have Awuzie who's been solid. You have Dak who's been getting better and better every year for us. Byron Jones is excellent, and so is Zach Martin. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do money-wise. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our team. Let's go ahead and get everything situated really quick here. Now the defense, there he is, baby. There he is. You got Sanchez on one end. You got DeMarcus Lawrence on the other. You got Tristan Hill. And then this defense all around them. Norman will be right there. Backing him up will be Horton. Again, Norman, second-year pro. So we're hoping that he can continue to come into his own. Horton, the rookie, is ready to step in any situation just in case. Simpson and Floyd need to really step up big for us this year defensively. But having Xavier Woods back, y'all, is going to be huge. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our Dallas Cowboy football team for the what season are we in here? The 2024 season. Before we end today's episode, I will go ahead and show you our complete schedule for the year coming up ahead. We're starting off with Thursday night primetime football against the Redskins at home, then the Falcons, going to the Ravens, home versus the Buccaneers, at the Bengals, at the Eagles, home versus the G-Men, bye week, then on the road against the G-Men, home versus the Eagles, at the Panthers without Cam Newton, home versus the Browns and Steelers, at the Seahawks and the Redskins, then our last home game against the Bears, and then finishing out the season on the road, week 17, against the New Orleans Saints, ladies and gentlemen. So that's where we're going to end today's season 5 episode. Season 5 is done. It's over. We are now getting ready to start season 6. We may have to move and trade some pieces away that are going to cost us too much money. Like you were saying in the chat there, may have to get rid of Zach Martin, trade him down the line, which would suck because that'd make us a lot worse up front. But that's why we came in here. We drafted Atkinson because then we can move Drew Henry over, move Atkinson up, whatever we need to do. We'll figure it out. But I thank you all so much for tuning in to our live stream today. If you're watching this after the fact, after it's posted and all, leave a comment down below. But if you enjoyed today's video, please, as always, y'all, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below. Feel free to hit that notification bell so you're notified when I go live with any and all streams and content. And feel free to subscribe. Again, don't go anywhere, y'all. Stay tuned. I'm going to take about a 30-minute break. Going to come back at 4:30 here on YouTube, and I'm going to stream MLB The Show 20, a Road to the Show with Bo Riddle, and we're just going to play and talk some baseball. So stay tuned for that coming up very, very soon. But thank you all so much for tuning in here today. Y'all have an outstanding rest of your day, and as always, I'll see you back here in the next video. Y'all take it easy.